I'm Izis, la enfermera de la salsa, and I am a nurse in the Army. I've been in the Army for 14 years, and I am also a recording artist of salsa. And obviously, I'm very passionate about salsa. And today, thanks to Mariel and all of you who are with me from the VA Orlando healthcare system, I will be showing you some basic salsa steps. I just wanted to tell you that salsa can be learned by anyone and everyone. It's all about just wanting to do it and living the music and starting to listen to the music. So I encourage you all that if you haven't heard about me or heard my music, check it out and at least start listening to the music. You'll start noticing there's a lot of different instruments in salsa. And you may be thinking, well, which one do I follow? But you'll usually pick up on the bass, and that'll give you kind of like that tempo, the downbeat, all right? Talking about salsa, there's also a thing called clave. And the clave is kind of like a specific syncopated rhythm that is with salsa. And it goes like this. Ta, 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 ta. I'm just telling all of you this a little bit about the music because that way you can kind of focus on and tune in to what is going to actually give you that downbeat and that step. With the salsa music, you're also going to notice there's a bunch of different rhythms. There could be a faster salsa, there could be a slower salsa, there's a moderate salsa. And so being able to listen to the variety of music, both the old, the new that's coming out now, is going to allow you to be able to jump on the beat at any moment and be able to dance with pretty much anybody because you're going to be in tune to the same downbeat that they are. Another great thing about learning salsa is, guess what? It's challenging and there are patterns. And when you're working together you can literally go to a venue that plays salsa, and it is not about, oh, let me get your number or let me get your name. No, it's literally about, let me see how well you can dance. Let me see if I can follow you. I don't even need to know your name because I'm there just to dance. So that's what I absolutely love about salsa music and the salsa culture, that it's really about putting yourself out there, enjoying the dance, enjoying the music, and also having the challenge of being able to follow your lead, which ladies, usually we are following the gentleman, but every once in a while you can flip it up on them and become the lead. There ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the basic step. Now, what you'll notice is that I'm going to count it out. Some places, some schools teach it in 1, 2, 3, 4. Other schools want to count out every single step, and so they're going to be going 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And I actually found that through that methodology and that very syndicated rhythm pattern and verbal rhythm pattern, you can actually be able to tell your students how to even like pick up their foot on a certain beat. So there's going to be the down beat, there's also going to be the moving beat and the down back again beat. You know what? It's much easier said than explained. So let's just get started. Now I'm gonna move the camera. I'm gonna move the camera down so you can see my feet. We're gonna keep this music in the background. I'm gonna keep it kind of low in the beginning just so that we can get the basics. So ladies, you're gonna normally start with your right foot going back. Gentlemen, you're normally start with the opposite. You'll go with your right foot going forward. As you can imagine, if you have a gentleman in front of you or a lady in front of you, their foot is going to be filling in that space that this foot is actually creating. Okay? So, basic steps. Here we go. First beat is going to be one step back, 1, middle, 2, 3, and you see how I'm kind of like lifting up my back foot? 5 is going to be that rock back. 6, and you're going back to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I want to show you sideways so you can see what I'm talking about here as well. 1 is here. 2, you're counting that little step that you took. 2, 3 in the middle. 5 up in the front. You see how my foot's already moving with it. 6 and 7. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. If we were doing a 4 count, we would just say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You choose which way is easier for you. I'm going to continue to count it out completely so that you can continue to feel every step. Now, here are some pointers. You want to keep your steps kind of short. Try to keep them short because if the salsa is a fast salsa, it is hard to keep up with the beat if you're taking these huge steps all the way out here. It is much faster, easier to keep with the beat if you keep your feet pretty close together. And also, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to do some styling, it's much easier to be able to stop and do little movements with your hips, with your hands. When you don't take these long steps, you really just cannot. You become almost pretty clumsy. Okay, so let's start it from the beginning. I'm going to count it out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, okay? So here we go. Start with the back. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Keep going right there. What I'm going to do is just give you a side look so you can see kind of exactly where my feet are hitting. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. For those who are doing the 4 count, we're going to be going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, back, 2, 3, 4, and back, middle, front, middle. That's another way that you can kind of teach yourself too. Back, middle, front, middle. That's a very simple way that you can kind of teach yourself. If you go into classes, like I said, they're going to kind of count it out more so that they can do different steps with you and keep continuing to build upon the basics, okay? So this is the basic step. We're going to add to this basic step simply by going to the side. So side step, middle, side step, middle, side step, middle. Now what you're going to notice as I'm going to the side is that I'm kind of bouncing, right? I'm bouncing and I'm kind of bending my knees, making that little angle. When I bring the camera up, you're going to see why this is important, okay? Especially for the females. So real simple side step. Side, middle, side, middle, side, middle, side, middle. Now, always remembering where that downbeat is, you're always going to finish with your back foot. There you go. Or gentlemen, with the opposite. You go back to your 1, which is a forward pace. Okay? So here we go. Side step and left. My right. My left. There you go. Now, what can we add to this side step? Well, let's turn up the camera a little bit here. Let me explain to you about what your upper body is going to be doing while you're dancing. You know, and right now you may just want to focus on the bottom, but for those of you who have done some basic salsa, and please forgive me, this is, I don't normally teach salsa. I grew up dancing kind of salsa with my mom and my dad, and then I grew more into the salsa with my husband, who dances very, very well. And so together we then created our own style, and that's the cool thing about this. All right, so up at the top for the ladies, most of the time you want to keep your hands available to the gentleman to grab, okay? So get in the habit of making these pretty hands, and for the most part, keeping your wrist up, kind of pinky up, okay? This is going to keep you in here in the center. Because the worst thing is for a gentleman to come and grab you to dance, and all of a sudden they're like, I can't get her hands because she's got them everywhere, okay? So nice center hand for the gentleman. You can also kind of keep your hands kind of close here. You're going to be grabbing the hands of the ladies. Gentlemen usually kind of keep their hands like a relaxed fist, you know. But for the ladies, kind of keep that pretty hands to pinkies up, okay? So upper body. Let's go basic step. We're going to count it all the way out. So here we go. Back. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. As you can see, I'm doing some shoulder rolls. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. You can do some shakes. especially fun when you're actually doing the side. So here we go. Here's a side step, right and left. So side step, you can see I can really do a shoulder move because I've got more time now. All of a sudden I can really get into this. I can get my hands out. I can do my own thing. I can feel the music. Bring in your R&B steps. Bring in your country line dancing steps, whatever you want. That's a great thing that you can bring all kinds of influences into your salsa. Don't be scared of doing that. Just gotta learn the basics in the beginning. All right, so again, ladies, you can do the beautiful shoulders. For the gentlemen, you know, you can kind of keep it cool, rock it out, and just feel it. So that's what you're gonna be seeing up top for the side step and for the basic. Pretty much the same. Pretty, you know, if you hear a beat and all of you hear a trumpet, pow, you know, you can kind of accent it. So these are some cool steps that you can do on your upper body. Something else that I wanted to talk to you about as far as the upper body and continue doing your basic step is that you can do what's called a back step, okay? So you see how my shoulders all of a sudden turn this way, right? All I'm doing is kicking back my right foot to the back, and I'll show you the steps from the bottom, and kicking my left foot to the back. So instead of doing side step where you went all the way to the side, you're literally taking that back foot and becoming like facing the wall on the other side, okay? So there you go. There you go. There you go. Hey! And you are dancing salsa, my friends. We're gonna show you this step real quick with the feet so you can see the difference. So again, basic step, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Side step. There you go. Okay, and for the side step, we can say wall step. Let's say wall step. You're gonna turn. You see how I went completely from facing this way to turning this way, okay? So here we go. Echa. And I kind of am keeping this foot towards the front because immediately I'm going to be going back to this other side. So you're really kind of just crossing to the back. And again, try to keep those steps short so that if you have a fast salsa, you can keep up with it. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the basic steps. I hope you guys enjoy. I will see you later because we're gonna put all of this together and actually have some fun dancing. So stay tuned. Again, my name is Izis, la enfermera de la salsa. And please look up my music so we can start mingling and saying hello to each other. Download my app, Izis, la enfermera de la salsa, where you'll find a lot of videos, music, exclusive behind the scenes stuff, and just a whole lot of awesome things that is related to salsa. Take care, and I'll see you later today.